Hello and welcome to my review of maple syrup. I made pancakes, but I made them before I started the video. However, I knew that some of you would want to see me make pancakes, so I actually got footage of it. So here it is. All right, there you go. Hello and welcome to my review of all of Canada's maple syrups. This may or may not be all of them, but I'm gonna get to that. That's not the point right now. I'd like to start off this video with an apology to the Canadian government and to an individual known as Eve Harlow. Lexian, put up an artist rendition of Eve Harlow right here. Like your artist rendition of Eve Harlow right here. Make it somewhat flattering. Take exactly 10 seconds to make it though. We don't have a lot of time. Eve, along with Leo and Franz, are joining me as we film The Edge of Sleep, the TV show, along with many other people who are in the show up here in Canada, which is why I'm here. But not the point of this apology. I'm making this apology because I told Eve that I do food reviews sometimes, or other reviews. It's not just food. And I said that I might be wasting it because even though in food reviews I tend to try to donate what I don't eat to food banks, if I open a container it makes it a bit more difficult to do so because of food safety and food laws and stuff like that. However, this did not fly with Eve, so I made a promise that I will be using every single drop of all of this in a gratuitous amount of granola cooking that I'm going to be doing. Lots of granola. I only know about granola. She also sent a cookie recipe, but I'm not sure about that. But anyway, I just wanted to make amends and also mention an organization known as Food Not Bombs. Check that out or various food banks around you to provide for your community. With that out of the way, I would like to now move on to my challenge of the Canadian government and a renegade individual known as Eve Harlow. Here is a police sketch rendition of Eve Harlow. Lexian just use the same sketch as before, but add some antagonistic features, right? Who the hell do you think I am? Do you know what they call me back in America? I'm known as Mr. Buttersworth. Lexian, play the footage of me being known as Mr. Buttersworth. And you better know where that is. You better know. Mark Mr. Butterworth Frischbach. Oh yes, that's true. That's right. I'm Mr. Buttersworth, and all of your fancy maple syrup and all your infatuation with the maple tree and the maple leaf, it's awesome. We get it. You love trees. But down in America, we love our pancakes with nothing more. We love our pancakes with nothing more than good old-fashioned corn. That's right, corn syrup with butter. Mr. Buttersworth doesn't have any kind of reservation about only having not the best for Mrs. Buttersworth. And all I need for that, to do that, what I do is corn. I am basically 90% corn at this point in my life. You think I'm gonna get a tree in there with it? I don't think so. That would be over 100%. And I ain't about that because the body is 70% water. And if I'm 70% water and 90% corn, what does that leave for maple? -60. And I'm not about that. Anyway, I'm gonna try this. And I think it's very good. I do like maple syrup. I will get that out of the way. Let's get the entirety of whatever the hell that intro was out of the way, and let's move on to the goodness. This is maple syrup. Focus. Is it focused? This is maple syrup. I actually recognize this jug of maple syrup. I've seen this before. This awakens something in me. It doesn't awaken something in me, but it conjures up some memories. It awakens some memories in me. This has not awakened. Am I rolling? Yes. When I said I was going to use every single drop of maple syrup, I meant that. But not in the way that you think I'm meaning unless you're talking about granola. Anyway, I have 5 here of varying different levels of fanciness. I have 100% pure maple syrup, Sirop de Rebelle. Apparently in Canada, all packaging has to have both English and French. I did not know that. This one's kind of an orangey. This one's more of a dark, kind of almost black color. This is pure maple syrup. Canada grade A, very dark, strong taste. I'm interested in that. That sounds pretty good. They all say 100%. I don't know how you can have 100% maple syrup and also have one that's a stronger taste. I don't know about that. And then we have this one, which is Le Epic. It's more French than the other one, I guess. We have the jug, and then we have this one, which is like a frickin' whiskey bottle of maple syrup. It's the president's choice. The president chose this one. So I'm gonna save that one for last. It might be great, it might be terrible, but I really like the color and the bottle's really cool. However, it was way more expensive than it should have been probably, and I don't know if it's gonna make a bit of difference here. Here's the pancakes. Because I know this one first, I'm actually gonna start with this one. I have sauce cups here, and these are gonna come into play. I probably should have made that more sensual. No, I shouldn't have, you sick fuck. Not everything has to be so goddamn horny with you. You need to cool it. I have pancake. I'm actually gonna start with the uglier one, and they're cold now, which is fantastic. But we're not judging this based on the pancake. Even though I've made pancakes before, I think we all know I am not good at that. Just because I have a lot of ovens does not mean that I'm good at cooking. So the reason I have sauce cups here is because I'm gonna dip it. Because I don't want it to get soggy, and I don't want the maple syrup to taint the rest of the pancake. This makes sense. Okay. Okay. It's a buttermilk pancake, by the way. It's a buttermilk protein pancake, by the way, because it tastes about the same, and you get a lot more protein with it. I like it. You know, there's something about like a butter syrup, like Mrs. Buttersworth, that I really like. It's thicker, it has a strong flavor of butter. This is just pure maple syrup, however. And I will say, by itself, it is very good. I don't know many people that actually don't like maple syrup. However, on a preference side, this does not wow me enough to offset the idea of getting a Mrs. Buttersworth type thing. I may try this with some butter in it. I will probably do that. Butter. Mrs. Buttersworth does not tell me any of her recipes, so I really don't know if this is the proper way to go about it. But now I've added butter, so butter flavored syrup is pretty much the only thing that they say, so it's thicker. That tastes like butter, and I like butter. Okay, so I've now discovered the secret, right? If you put butter in it, it tastes like butter. Honestly, it's quite good. This would probably all be better heated up too, but I'm eating cold pancakes. By itself, it's definitely decent. If I had to choose between that and eating pancakes dry, of course I would go with this. But this isn't a video about which is better, the corn syrup, vastly superior Mrs. Buttersworth, or maple syrup. This isn't a question about that, right? Corn is always gonna win. Corn versus a tree, my money's on the corn, right? Green Giant still hasn't sponsored me. Like, you know, sometimes I just wonder why I even bother. Like, I work so hard to just try to make my case for these companies, and I just sometimes I put myself out there to be as honest and impartial in terms of my reviews as I can. And I guess just some people deserve sponsors and others don't, So fuck them, that's what I say. Green Giant, you're done. You're donezo with me. I'm gonna be looking up a Canadian alternative. And hey, you lost your chance. You had your chance with me and you lost it, so you get out. You go with Del Monte, if that is their real name. Maybe you're the same person because you treat me exactly the same. So screw you, eat my ass, and then go away. Why did I say it like that? God, I gotta work on my insults. All right, done. Get out of here. Let's try this. It's maple syrup. Not really gonna be a big surprise here. Definitely a lighter color. I mean, I'll give it that. It's definitely lighter. Now I don't know what the original tasted without the butter because my tongue is coated with butter. I like that. I think I like that better. It's slightly thicker than the other one. The other one's more, it's not like it's watery, but it's just like, this one's got some more consistency to it. And I don't know if it's like a mouthfeel thing. I have a lot of mouthfeel things. I'm big on mouthfeel. Like when I feel in my mouth, I love the feel of mouth. And like mouthfeel is big for me. If there's things that are bad mouthfeel, I don't exactly enjoy the mouthfeel of those things. And when I get the mouthfeel that I really am looking for, and that mouthfeel really resonates in my mouth and I can really feel it in my mouth, I really enjoy those moments. I think I need to like compare quickly. I keep talking, and when I talk, like I forget everything I just sensed in my mouth. Like all the feeling is gone, so I need to move on. This one says it's dark Robusto, like pizza. There's a difference, right? It's kind of, there's definitely a difference here. This, I get the robust taste of it. Like they're all the same kind of sweetness, right? They all still have the same like amount of sugar. What's different in there is this one, like, it's a darker color, so I don't know if that's just my brain kind of painting it in that idea, but I definitely noticed like a stronger, sharper taste to it. I prefer this one to this one, but like the difference is very subtle. I'm sure that Canadians have a very refined palate when it comes to maple syrup, and they can really discern these differences because they've been eating it their whole life. Do you eat it, drink it? Whatever, like, but I can definitely tell. However, this one's still my favorite so far. Like I could drink this out of a jug. I am drinking it out of a bottle, but if it was in jug form, I would drink it out of I'm not gonna drink it out of a jug. I don't drink Mrs. Buttersworth out of a jug, if you know what I'm saying. Jesus Christ. Well, I don't know what goes on in my head. When I do these food reviews, it's like I'm a different person, and I don't understand why. It's like food with me. I'm food motivated. I love food. This is, it just says La Epic. It's La Epic. La Epoque. This might be my favorite so far. It's so subtle. Like the difference is so honestly, truly very subtle. But something about this one, it's not that it's sweet or anything. I'm not going based on what's sweeter. I think these all have the same amount of sugar in them because it's all still maple syrup. But there's something about this one. It's more like flavorful, right? There's flavor profiles to each of these. They're very similar, but it's distinct, right? I do like that. I like that a lot. The maple syrup, the only difference between the maple trees is gonna be like the soil, the amount of sunlight they get, the sugar content, the region, maybe air quality, I don't even know. Like that's gonna be the only difference between these. It's like with wine, you know, people bullshit about wine all the time and they say they can tell differences. That's basically what I'm doing here. I'm basically just bullshitting my way through this. So far, by the thinnest of margins, I think this one's my favorite. Now, we get to try the big chungus. Now this is the president's choice, but also I noticed that this one is also the president's choice. So I don't know if this is just a big version of this, and if it is, I'm gonna be very disappointed in the president of Canada. I don't think this was the United States president's job. Monk. Smells like maple syrup, who'da thunk? President's choice. They're the same. Well, you know, they're all the same because they're all maple syrup. But these are, I think these are the same to the president. I don't know what I was expecting, right? Look, see, and make sure the brightness matches through the whole video. Very sure that these, you couldn't see through these before, so brighten it up a bit. More, come on, bring the brightness up. Blast it, come on, blast me, but make me look good. Make me look good. Perfect. So yeah, I don't know what I was expecting. Like, they're all maple syrup. I do think I like this one the best. And that being said, this was my previous favorite, so like obviously this one's still good. It's just in a big fancy bottle. I was thrown off by marketing. There's so many products out there that have exactly the same ingredients. Toothpaste is the worst example of this. Like, every single toothpaste and every single mouthwash is almost exactly the same, because the only thing that really works on repairing and fixing your teeth and keeping them like strong is like sodium fluoride. So everything has the same exact ingredient. Everything else doesn't matter, literally. Or unless it's something like with Sensodyne. I'll do a toothpaste review in the future. But like when it comes down to this, it's all just 100% pure maple syrup. Really, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Like with wine, they all get you drunk. Like with this, it gets you through your day. And now I'm gonna get all this shit from all the cast members on the edge of sleep because I opened all these and I barely touched any of them. I'm sorry. Put up the artist rendition. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. If you see them on the various social medias, you tell them how sorry I am. Don't tell them that. You'll harass them. Here's also the pancake that I made before. My best work yet. It's a little salty. So that'll do it for this food review. I don't have a special surprise this time because, like, it's maple syrup. What am I gonna do? Bust out another maple syrup? You guessed it, I'm gonna bust out another maple syrup. Kaboom! It's maple syrup in a can! It's maple syrup in a can! Oh, my eyes! My fingers! I have neighbors, and I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, it's maple syrup. Alright, whatever. So, I was told that this is the best maple syrup that you could possibly get. It is just pure maple syrup. That's all it says. It doesn't say 100% pure, but it's just maple syrup. And it's in a can. Like, how could you not? It's like the same thing with the reason I went to Canada before. The only other time I've been to Canada is because I heard that Canada had bagged milk. So of fucking course, me and my friends drove up to Canada. So this in a can. Now, I don't really have a can opener, but I don't think this is the kind of thing that you would open with a can opener anyway. It's the kind of thing where you would do the punch hole in the side, old style can opener that I'm gonna pour one out for my Canadian homies. The air hole. And then I'm gonna actually pour this on this pancake. Ooh. Ooh, I don't have a fork. Ooh, that is actually different. What the hell? What the hell? That is actually very different. Not lying, not playing that up. I was told that get it in the can. I don't know why it's in a can. Maybe it's something to do with like glass and maple syrup, or maybe it's just the metal from the can leaching into it. But this just goes to show, canned anything is better than uncanned nothing, nothing everything else. This is good. There's like a little bit of butteriness to it by itself. That is not just good, that is very good. And it's distinctly different. It is absolutely different than these other ones. These all were so similar, I could barely tell the difference. This is night and day, comparatively different. I don't know what else is in here, but am I crazy? Like, for those Canadians watching, am I nuts about this? I was told this, so maybe it's just my brain, like, tricking myself, but this literally tastes different and it's better. I really like that. That is my new favorite. There's something about it that is distinctly different. And now everyone's gonna be mad, well, not everyone, Eve is gonna be mad at me for opening yet another container, but hey, I'm Mr. Buttersworth. When it comes to syrups, I do what I want. So anyway, that was my review of Canada's various maple syrups. Thank you all so much for watching. I have many other reviews that I've done through the link in the description below, none of which want to sponsor me. But if the maker of pure maple syrup wants to give me a sponsorship and pay me a buttload of money, I will gladly take it for the lovely endorsement of your product that I have already rendered. So basically, you owe me. Call my people, they'll call your people, and we'll call each other's people. And don't talk to me directly ever, please. And thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and want to see more, let me know down in the comments below of other Canadian things that you would love to see me review. Poutine is a suggestion, but if you've got other ones, please let me know. I will give my unfiltered, honest opinion of the various products and glorious things that are available in Canada. So thank you. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Yeah, too late. Go. Get it. You lost your chance. You were too late. What are you liking at the end of the video? You actually like when you watch the video? Get the fuck out. Just get out. It's too late. The subscribe button got disabled. It's too late. You're literally spilling into my end card time. Now they're popping up. Okay, now the video suggestions are popping up. You can click on those now. You can get out of here. No, don't even worry about it. You lost your chance. Snooze, lose, and you snooze to lose. Sorry. Love you. Bye.